Today's wine text is the Edi Kante Spumante non-vintage rosé from Italy. So, a couple cool things about this wine. We're always looking for champagne alternatives, things that we can bring at a really good price. And I'm super excited about this wine. I love champagne, and finding champagne alternatives that are so close to that actual style is actually extremely rare. This is made by a really small family, a really small production. It's 100% Pinot Noir, which is a classic champagne grape, and not to be thought as Spumante, as Asti Spumante and some of the sweeter Moscato style wines you might be familiar with. And a lot of people actually steer away from Spumante because they think sweet wine in the back of their head. This is what they call a champagne method wine. This is made exactly how they make it in Champagne, and not on top of that, it's also a zero dosage wine. So there's no added sugar to bring up the sweetness. This is literally made in the Extra Brut style of Champagne, which makes me really excited. The other part about this wine that I think is really cool is that the grapes and where they're grown is in a very specific high altitude microclimate that's very similar to Champagne, that has an extremely dense level of limestone in the soil. When that limestone is so highly, kind of concentrated, the grapes really take onto that and give the level of very high minerality, very similar to how Champagne does it. Really excited to taste it. I think it's going to be super dry, super delicious. And really a great alternative to Champagne because it's made almost exactly in the same style. I notice I get a little bit of this like cranberry thing going on just because I think of the skin contact, a little bit of that kind of red wine kind of value there. But all that classic kind of brioche, toasty, real clean, pristine minerality is all there on the nose for sure. This is a very full-bodied, sparkling wine. I get all the notes of Champagne, all that, like I said, toast, kind of buttered brioche thing going on. Super linear, super high acid. All the classic aspects that I find in Champagne. I mean, I think we're selling this under like 16 bucks. It's an absolute steal. This is probably one of the best alternatives I've tasted all year to actual Champagne. And I mean, I think you guys are gonna fall in love with it. You guys enjoy.